Hi, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to show you everything that I've crocheted for Christmas, for presents for family and friends. Pre-warning, this video takes a complete turn. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell you what I set out to make, and then as the video goes on you will see the trials and tribulations that I went through to get Christmas done for my friends and family. The end product is not what I set out to make at all. Only one thing went right, but I wanted to film this video, I wanted to finish this video, I wanted to see it through to the end because I think it's quite a realistic look at what crocheting can be like. I didn't want to come on here and be like, oh, this is exactly what I envisioned would happen, this is exactly what I set out to do. I wanted to come on and be like, this is what I meant to do, this is what actually happened. I set out at the start of December to make 3 presents for my friends and family. One, I wanted to make a blanket for my nana. So it's not a full-size blanket, it is a runner for the bottom of her bed, and this is the yarn that I have. It's the Aldi chunky yarn. This is amazing, I love this stuff. It's really chunky. It says chunky, but I would call this like a super chunky. It calls for a 6mm hook, but I honestly have used a 10mm and a 12mm with this in the past and struggled. This time I decided to finger crochet with it, just because it is a weight of yarn that you absolutely can do that with. Just for reference, if you're not in the UK, Aldi comes out with yarn every 6 months or so one time in spring, one time in autumn, and every ball of yarn, regardless of what it is, if it's a double knit, an Aran or a chunky, or there was some cotton yarn and macrame yarn this time, all balls are £1.29. £1.29. For reference, these types of yarn that are this thick at Hobbycraft are £7 for a ball, and this is a 100g ball. The Hobbycraft ones are 200g, but £1.29 for a ball is insane. So I stocked up in the autumn one, knowing that I wanted to make a blanket for my nana. These are the colours I chose. I chose a cream, a like teal, blue, green and a grey colour. So that's the first project I set out to make. I didn't have a reference picture for this one. I was just sort of like winging it. I'd never finger crocheted before either, so that was quite an experience. But that was the first project that I set out to make. The second project that I set out to make was a crocheted tie. This is actually my own pattern. And I was making this for my friend Brendan. He's mine and my husband's best friend. He was the best man at our wedding. And I've made a crochet tie for my husband, which he has said that he really liked. And so I thought, do you know what, I'm just going to make him one. He's worth the time. So I set out to make him a tie. I was making it in grey cotton blend yarn. Again, not necessarily got a reference picture for this one. This is just something that I've made in the past. It's my own original pattern. I will link it down below just in case you want to make one for yourselves. So that was the second project that I set out to do, was a crochet necktie for my friend Brendan. And the third project that I set out to make was this tapestry for my best friend Danica. I bought the pattern, I'll link that down below as well. I also really recommend this creator if you're trying to get into tapestry crochet. I did a couple of their free ones before taking the plunge and buying one of the bigger patterns. So I wasn't planning on going with the original colours in the tapestry. I bought these 2 colours here. This is going to go where the red is on the pattern, and this is Cornish Blue by Stylecraft. This is just a double knit, and this was going to go where the yellow is on the pattern. This is North Sea, again by Stylecraft. So that's the third project that I set out to do. I had really high hopes for this project because I'd done a couple of tapestry crochets before and I really enjoyed doing them, just little mini ones, again from the same creator. I've only ever done tapestry crochets from this creator, but I completely overestimated my ability to do this, and I think this is something that I definitely need to focus on honing my skills in doing. It's completely different skills doing tapestry crochet than it is doing anything like amigurumi or wearables, and I just completely underestimated how difficult it would be to keep track of. Not that tapestry crochet is difficult necessarily, but there was a lot of colour changes that I just wasn't prepared to do. This one is bigger and has a lot of different colour changes, which I just wasn't prepared for. I've only ever done tapestries with like 2 or 3 colours in before, and I thought I could handle this, but I absolutely couldn't. I actually didn't even get any footage of me attempting this, so spoiler alert, I didn't make it. I set out to do it and I got all of my little balls of wool made and I was ready, and I did the first 4 rows and I was just already so overwhelmed with all of the balls getting tangled, and every time I turned I was having to untangle them all, and I was trying to do it sat on the sofa watching a film, and I realised very quickly that it's just not something that you can do, or that I can do sat on the sofa. I think I would need to be at a desk or a table where I can put my balls of wool in maybe little containers so that they wouldn't get tangled. So that's where I set out. Those were my 3 projects. I had 1 blanket runner to fit along the bottom of a double bed. I had 1 necktie, and I had 1 tapestry crochet, which immediately disregard the tapestry crochet. Okay, I'm going to jump into the clips from the week, or the month, should I say, and you will see the disaster that happened to me this month. Okay, so I started out the month by making the blanket for my nana because I knew that this would be something I could just bosh out and it would be done and nothing would go wrong. Also, I thought I'd never done finger crochet before and I was still like working out the best way to do it. I think I sort of had the flow of it here, but as you can see, it's really slow. So I did actually end up going to my local yarn shop and buying a 15mm hook, which was the same size as me doing it with my fingers, and it was so much quicker. Okay, so update. I had in mind this tapestry that I would make for my best friend Danica. I'm so not happy with this. I'm just going to hold you. So I had in mind this tapestry that I was going to make for my best friend Danica. I bought the pattern, I bought the yarn for it, and then started it, realised how hard it was, realised that I'd only ever made 2 mini tapestries in my life, and frogged it and abandoned it. I only got like 4 rows in, and then I was like, this isn't even the hard bit, like this is the beginning, this isn't even the hard bit. So I frogged that, ended up messaging her and being like, look, it's nearly Christmas, I need to make you something, here's some things I want to make, if you like any of these I'll make you it, otherwise like send me what you want me to make, because I just got to the point where I was like, this was like the last thing I had to make and it was going to be big, and so I set aside like a week and a half or so to make it. Yeah, didn't work out. So she picked something and I've ordered the yarn for click and collect at Hobbycraft. I'm going to go up and get it now, so I thought I'd bring you with me to go and get the yarn and probably have a look at the other yarn. You know what it's like. Come Hobbycraft with me. Listen, are we on an angle? Yes. Do I care? Not that much. Not enough to change it. Okay, I'm parked up in the Hobbycraft car park. I feel really awkward. I actually moved to a space where I wouldn't be like facing the road so that people might not see me. So the colourway that she wanted, she just wanted black and white, which I think is super cute. The original inspo picture was black and white. So I got 2 balls of each. I got the Women's Institute Premium Acrylic Yarn in double knit. Dun, dun, dun. These are 3 for 2, so I got 4, and then obviously I got 2 more so that I could get 1 for free. So I got this blue, which is denim. Ooh. And I got this just cream because I have a hat that I started using this, and then I needed the yarn, so I just cut it off. So I've got half a hat with them missing this, so I thought, oh, pick this up for free so that I could finish that hat. I would have gone to my local yarn store, but if you watched any of my previous videos, you know that it's closing down. Won't be getting any more in because they're shutting down. Its last day is the 21st of December, so probably around the time that you're seeing this video, and they're not restocking anything. So, and I know for a fact, because I've been in many times, I know for a fact that they don't have any white yarn in. So I had to come here because I had black but I didn't have white, and then I wanted them to match. I wanted them to be the same brand, so I got black and white in the same brand. The girlies who get it, get it. The girlies who don't. That's Hobbycraft. I'm going to go home now, probably start this because I'm impatient, and I'm going to grab a Starbucks on the way for me and my husband. He gave me his card so that I could grab Starbucks on the way home. I'm pretending like I'm treating my husband. No, he gave me his card so that I could pick up Starbucks on the way home. So that's what I'm going to do. So I will see you, I don't know, whenever I start filming something else. I don't know. Okay, I'm back home on my sofa. I'm going to get going with this. So I don't know if I've shown a picture or not. Here's an inspiration picture. I sent her a couple and this is one she likes. So I'm going to go with black and white. I'm just completely winging this. I'm just like going to make 8 granny squares and hope that it's right. I think I'm going to do 4 that start with black and 4 that start with white and then sew them together. Okay, I have 1 square made. Obviously I need to tie some ends in. I've done my first one and I think this is about how big they need to be. So it's 7 rounds and I think that's about right. If they need to be bigger I can always add another round on, or if it needs to be smaller I can take a round off. I think they're going to be the right size, especially like if I block them. I think because it's not for me. If it was for me, I wouldn't bother blocking it, but I think because it's for someone else, I'm going to try and block it. I think it's good. I think it's a good tightness. I think it's going to be nice and warm. I'm going to stop recording now because me and my husband are probably going to sit and watch a film, and I'm going to crochet while we're watching the film, so I'm not really going to be watching the film, but it's going to be on. So I won't be filming. So I'm going to, yeah, sew these ends in, make 7 more of these, and then I'll check back in. Okay, so I've been solely working on this balaclava for my best friend. I've got all my granny squares made. I made 4 with like starting with white, so ending with white, and then I made 4 starting with black, ending with black. I just need to sew my ends in and then stitch it together. And I think I'm going to do a white border around the face and maybe a black border around the base. But I should finish this today. I'm hoping that I can finish it today because I need to get this video edited, and I don't want to finish this video without this being finished. So that's where I'm at with this, and then once I finish this I can finish my tie, and then that's all my Christmas presents made. And today is, okay, what's the date today?
It's Thursday, the 19th of December 2024.
It's Thursday, the 19th of December. So I think I've made pretty good time actually, especially with the hiccup with the starting the tapestry and not being able to do the tapestry and then switching, like pivoting, changing lanes. I think I've made pretty good time. So yes, if I can get this finished today, then I can get this edited, this video edited and out before Christmas, which was always the aim. So yes, that's the update. Since that last clip, it's now night time and I've sat down to put my granny squares together and realised that I was too short. I'd done 4 white and only 2 black. I don't know why I thought I had done all of them. So anyway, so I've done 1 more. I'm now doing my last one. Oh, I'll sort that when I get to it. So I've made 1 more, I'm now making my last one, and then I'll be able to sew it all together. So I don't know if I'm going to get it done in the time frame that I wanted to get it done, but I'm getting it done. I have been doing a lot of Christmas shopping this past like week because I thought I was done, but then when I actually looked at it, it turned out I wasn't done. So I've been in town a couple of times this week, and I went to my favourite yarn shop, which I think I already mentioned earlier in this video a couple of days ago, is closing down. Like, its last opening day is Saturday, today is Thursday. I just went in basically just to say bye to everyone who works there because they're all so lovely, and they were telling me when they were saying that it was closing down, they were telling me that some of them have been working there for more than 20 years and now the owner has decided that they want to retire and they're just not even selling the business, they're just closing it. Which, like, fair game, like, if that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do. But these women who've worked there for 20 plus years are having to find new jobs now, and they're all like older ladies, I'll say, but they're not at retirement age. So they're all having to find new jobs, and I think that's so hard. Like, that must be so difficult to be in a job for that long, for 20 odd years, and then all of a sudden have to find a new job. That must be so difficult, and like retraining everything. And like, the shop has been there for a good number of years, like a lot more than 20 years, and you can like tell when you go in, like it's like a proper like old school till with like actual buttons on it that you have to press, and like it's you can tell that it's been there a long time. So they have all of the like technology to catch up on, and like it's a very niche job, having to know that much about so many different fibre arts, like not just knitting and crocheting, but there was like cross stitching there was tapestry, there was all sorts, like fabrics, all sorts. It's like you've spent the last 20 odd years knowing all that there is to know about all of those things, and now you have to just go and find a new job this close to Christmas. Its last opening day is the 21st of December, and I just think that's really harsh, to be honest. Like, nice for the owners to be able to retire before Christmas, but I feel like they've maybe not paid much attention to the people who have kept their shops running for the last however long, and they've just gone, nah, we're not going to sell it. They wouldn't even like take retirement and let the women who work there keep running it for them. I would be gutted if I was those women. And I think those women are gutted. Like, they've said that they're really disappointed, but it is what it is. It was nice to say goodbye to them, and I hope them all the best for wherever they end up. I don't know where they're going. They've never said like if they found a job anywhere else or anything. But yeah, I'm just going to finish this granny square, and then this is the last one I have to do, and then I can stitch them all together. And I've decided I'm not going to block them. I am going to steam it, because this yarn is I've steamed this type of yarn before, like this brand of yarn before, and it worked really well. So I think I'm going to hang it on like a, you know, those coat hangers that have like the clips that are for like skirts and you know what I mean, the clippy ones. I think I'm going to clip it onto one of those to steam it, and I think that would work. I'm just too impatient to block it all and then put it together. I just want to see it finished. Do you know what I mean? Is anyone else like that? Or is that just me being really impatient? I'm just too excited to see it finished, and I just want to get it done like now, like yesterday, like done. So yeah, that's my update. Right, two things. One, it is really warm and cozy and really cute. Two, my best friend is super fashionable. She's very like high fashion. I'm a leggings and a t-shirt and a check shirt kind of girly. She is high fashion. She is the kind of person that can pull something like this off, which is why I was like, I want to make this, please can I make this for you? I think she's going to suit this so much, and she has like really long beautiful blonde hair, and she could like leave little bits out, but my hair's really short and it just, but this is where I'm at. I actually really like it. I actually really like it. I think it's really cute. I'm going to put a white, like just single crochet white around the face, and then I'm going to do single crochet black around the like opening, and then I obviously need to tie all the ends in, and then I'll be done. But I think this is really cute, and I kind of want to make one for myself, but I know that I'm not high fashion enough. Like, this isn't going to go with a band tee and some leggings and my Vans. This is going to go with her like fancy Zara coat. It is really warm, and as well, she also has a small business and she does a lot of markets. So this will definitely keep her nice and snug and warm on her markets and still looking hella cute. So there's your update. I think I'm just going to go to bed now because I'm getting really tired. I'm going to go to bed and I'm going to finish this off tomorrow, and then I'm going to do the tie. It shouldn't take me too long to finish this off, to be fair. It is just like the edging that I need to do on it, and sewing the ends in, and then it's done. And I will steam it, but that shouldn't take me long either. That'll take me like 10 minutes to steam it. So yeah, I'm getting there. I'm nearly done with like making all the Christmas. I should take this off. There we go. I'm getting there. I'm nearly done with making all my Christmas presents. It's the night of the 19th, so it's about time that I get done with making all my Christmas presents. But yeah, I'm getting there. I'm getting there. The end is in sight. Good morning. It is the 20th of December now, so we're getting down to the wire. I actually ended up, after I filmed the last clip, I ended up just putting the edging on that balaclava because it literally took me less than 10 minutes, and I was just like, I'm just going to do it now. So that's finished. I just have to weave in the ends, which I feel like has been the catchphrase of this video. But I was trying to find my tie that I was making and I can't find it. I started making it a little while ago and put it away with the hook, with the rest of the yarn in a little bag so that it would all stay together, and I've got no idea where I put it. I don't want to start it again because I'm so close to finishing it. I'm going to have another ratch around my house and see if I can find it, but I don't know what I'm going to do if I can't find it, because he now doesn't have a Christmas present if I can't find it. That's the update. I'll let you know if I find it. Otherwise, I'm not making it. I'm not starting it again. I'm sorry, Bren. Sorry, Brendan, you're not getting a Christmas present. I've looked everywhere that it could possibly be. I've got no other ideas as to where it could be. Okay, disaster averted, I've found it. It doesn't help that my entire house looks like this, because we're moving after Christmas, so everything is just everywhere. But I found it. As I said, oh my god, that's not even it. That's not even it. I thought it was it and it's not. I saw the beads and I know that the hook that I was using had beads on, and so I got excited and thought it was it, and it's not even it. I don't know where it is. Okay, the energy is different in this clip than the last clip. I can't find it. I've found other projects that I've put away in bags with the hooks like I always do. I've found the other ones, but I just can't find this tie, and I don't know what I've done differently with the tie. I've looked everywhere twice. I've pulled everything out. I spilled a cup of water all over the floor by all the electrical stuff, so I had to turn all the electrics off to prevent an electrical fire. And I still can't find the tie. So I don't know what I'm gonna do. I mean, I'm gonna leave it. I've got some things to do today. I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna sew the ends in on the balaclava, and then I'm gonna ask my husband if he's maybe packed it. I'm really worried that it's been packed because we're not moving until after Christmas, so I won't find it until after Christmas, if that's the case. I don't even know what this video is anymore because one of the projects I set out to do was too hard and I pivoted, and then another one of the projects that I set out to do, I started and then lost. If this video sees the light of day, I do still want to post it because I think it's quite realistic, like the life of a crocheter. I'm going to go and run some errands. I have some things to do today, so I will check back in later, I guess. Okay, so once I started editing the video, I realised that by looking at I started editing the video and I was inserting the inspo pic for this. The balaclava is done. It doesn't have the ends sewn in yet, but this is what it looks like. This is how I did my granny squares. And then I was looking at the inspo pic and I realised that they did their granny squares 2 rounds of each colour rather than just one. I did just one, and this is what it looks like. And I just think that the inspo pic looked a lot neater, and I can't just let things go, so I'm remaking it. This took me, each square took me about 40 minutes, and then took me, there's 8 squares, what's that? 320 minutes? I don't know what that is. It took me a long time. And then I had to sew it together and put the edging on. The edging took no time at all. But I just can't let it go that it looks nothing like the picture. So I'm remaking the granny squares. These are taking me less time, I think, because I've been doing them like one after the other. I did 8 and then I'm doing like starting this one. These ones are only taking me about 25 to 30 minutes, so it's not taking me as long. There's one less round on these ones as well, and they just look how neat these are. I've got 4 done and I want to go to bed. It's the 21st today, and I'm seeing, no, it's the 20th? No, it's the 21st today, and I'm seeing the person that this is for in 2 days, so I need to get it finished tomorrow so that I can give her it on Monday. But for now I'm going to bed. Okay, so update. I've finished all of the new granny squares, and these are a lot neater. I don't know how I missed it when I was first looking. These just look so much cleaner and so much more chic. So I've got 4 white ones and 4 black ones. It didn't take me that long to sew them together, so I think I'm just going to wash it out, get it done, and then I'm going to steam it, and then at the very end, the last thing I'm going to do is sew all the ends in, and then I can gift it to my friend tomorrow. So yes, I thought I would just quickly update you. Also, update on the tie, still haven't found it. It's disappeared off the face of the earth. I've got no idea where it's gone. So I've just bought my friend a present because I'm like, I physically don't have time. There is not enough time before Christmas to make him something now. So yeah, that's the update on the tie, and that's the update on the balaclava. Okay, so I've got it sort of sewn together. I've decided to steam it while it's like this. So let me flip you around, hang on. So I've got it like a net almost. And I just need to like sew the hood together and it'll be round. But I thought it would be easier to steam it like this rather than try and steam it while it's a shape. Okay, here's a before. I know it's hanging a different way, but maybe you can just imagine. It's definitely better. It's definitely got rid of like the little creases, like these were almost like puffed in between each square. It's definitely better, and it's so much easier than actually physically blocking it. Yeah, I'm gonna sew it all together now. Hi, me again. So that was a lot. You now can see the month that I've had trying to make these presents, and it was only 3 presents that I wanted to make for Christmas, and everything that could have possibly gone wrong went wrong. The only thing that I did manage to finish, that I actually initially set out to do, is this blanket for my Nana. This was actually really special to me. I'm so happy that I was able to finish this and make this for her. If you don't know already, if you don't follow me on Instagram, you might not know that my Nana is the person who taught me to crochet when I was 14, and I'm still doing it now, and she is the reason that I have this passion, and she is the reason that I have this skill. And so to be able to use the skill that she gave me, that she taught me, to make her something is really special to me. So this year I wanted to make her a little runner for the bottom of her bed. So this is the finished project. This is it folded in half. It's really long. This is halved, and this is how wide it is. Can you even see? Ugh. I'm sure there's some clips somewhere of me putting it on a bed so that you can actually see it. But I'm so proud of this. It's so nice. I'm really glad that I gave finger crocheting a try. However, it was taking me so long. I've just found an end. It was taking me so long to finger crochet that I did end up giving in and getting a 15mm hook to finish it, which turned out to be the perfect size. So now I know that whenever I'm going to use this yarn, because I will be using this yarn again, I know that some people find that it splits. I've never found that, but I do really like this yarn from Aldi. So now that I know that a 15mm hook is a good size for it, then I have a lot of things in mind that I can make with this yarn. It's just wild to me that they recommend a smaller hook, and anything smaller than a 10 for me with this yarn is too small. So yes, my first project was a success. I'm really happy with it, and I hope that my Nana is really happy with it on Christmas Day too. Now, second project was a tie. Let's just talk about it. I still haven't found it. I've turned the house upside down. I've had my husband looking as well. He said he hasn't packed it. He says he hasn't even seen it. I've looked in every drawer, every cupboard, every box, anything that has yarn in it, anything that has anything to do with crafting in it. I've looked for this tie and I cannot find it. I've only worked on it in the house as well, so it has to be here somewhere, but my house is so upside down at the minute with moving that it's just clearly been put somewhere, and maybe something's been put on top of it or something's been put near it. I don't know. I don't know where this tie is, and it's really frustrating me, and honestly I just lost all the will to live to make another one because I was so close to finishing it, and I hadn't even filmed any of me making it, and I was so annoyed. I promise you I was making it, and I'd gotten to around like 75 rows in. Obviously it's only like small, so it's not like the blanket where I've done 75 rows of this 2-meter blanket. It's only thin, but I was just too far into making this tie to start again. So Brendan, if you are watching this, which I doubt you are watching this, you will get a crochet tie, but it will probably be for your birthday, which is in February, and I will have just moved house, and I will have hopefully opened a box one day and found the tie in there with the hook, with the yarn, ready to be finished for you in time for your birthday. But if not, then I promise I will make you one for Christmas next year. So unfortunately Brendan is not getting a tie this year for Christmas, but he is getting a very nice bottle of limoncello. The third and final project that I set out to do was the tapestry crochet, which I obviously already told you I did not do. I did in fact end up texting my best friend Danica and just saying I can't do it. She didn't even know what I was trying to make her. Hopefully she's watched this video. I actually think she does watch my videos, which is very nice of her. Hopefully she's watched this video and seen the hullabaloo that I've gone through trying to get her a Christmas present made in time. So not only did this one project not work out for her, but the second project also didn't work out for her, and I ended up making it again. So let's just talk about it, okay? This is the first one that I made. Where you can see that the granny squares, I did one round of each colour, and it's made this sort of like almost like starburst kind of. It's a traditional granny square. I'm going to put it on for you. I'm going to model this. Ready? Okay, so this is the first one that I made, and I was happy with it until I started editing this video and I put the inspiration picture in that we had and realised I had made completely the wrong granny squares, and then I just couldn't unsee that I had made the wrong granny squares, and I just wasn't happy with it anymore. So I redid it. This is the new one. It's just so much nicer, isn't it? No, I haven't weaved the ends in yet, but I'm going to. I just think that the squares are so much neater. This is more, well, this is exactly like the inspiration picture that we had. When I made this realisation, I was saying to my husband, I'm gonna have to make it again. I can't give her it like it is. And he was like, it's fine, it's really nice, you should just give her it. And I was really happy with it until I realised, but I just couldn't in my heart do it. I feel like if you're going to make something for someone that they are going to actually wear, it's representing me. I feel like if I had given her this, I wouldn't have been comfortable with this representing my craft and my skill and my business. I just wouldn't. Whereas this, I'm actually really proud of this, and I'm very happy for her to wear this around and wear this to her markets and keep her warm while she's on her stalls. I'm really, really happy with this. And the only reason I've not, listen to me, the only reason that I haven't weaved the ends in yet is because I need to give her this tomorrow morning, and I wouldn't have had time to film this in the morning before I give her it if I had weaved the ends in tonight and waited until the ends were woven in before I filmed it. I just wouldn't have had time. So what I have done though is I have steamed it. No, I didn't block it, but I did steam it. And let me try this one on for you. This is just so much nicer than the other one. Ooh, that's annoying. I wish I had cut that off. I'll tuck it in. There we go. This one is just a lot nicer. It's a lot more fashionable. I am not the person to be wearing one of these, but my best friend is so fashionable. I feel like she would be out in her Zara coat wearing one of these and people wouldn't even bat an eyelid, honestly. I just can't get away with it. I just can't. But in the end, I am actually really, really happy with this, and I actually do think she will wear it because, let me take it off, because I actually sent her a few different things that I had in mind to make for her. I'll put some of them on the screen right now. And I said, you know, pick any of these. These are some things I've seen. I would like to make them. If you would like any of them, I'll make them for you. Otherwise, if you have something else in mind, let me know and I'll make that instead. The first thing I sent to her was this, and my text said, hear me out, I think you would slay in this. And that is the thing that she picked, and I'm really happy she did, because honestly I really enjoyed making it to the point where I didn't mind making it twice because it was so easy to make. I would make this again, but I think I need to take a break just for my own sanity. I definitely think in like coming into the autumn months, I could make a couple of these and pop them up on Etsy, and I think they would do quite well. So that is my third and final project all finished. No, it's not what I set out to do, but I actually think I like this better. So that is everything that I crocheted for Christmas. It's not everything I wanted to crochet, but it's everything I got done. But one thing I've learned is for next year, that I need to give myself more time, probably start in October. Do not leave it till December to start crocheting Christmas presents. But that's it for me. You probably won't see me now until 2025. I hope you all have an amazing Christmas if it's something that you celebrate. Otherwise, have an amazing holidays. If you did enjoy this video, please consider subscribing. It really helps me out. Give this video a like and share it with all your friends. Make sure to follow me on Instagram as well, because I'm going to turn that first balaclava into a scarf, and I'll definitely post pictures over on Instagram. But yes, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.